Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie Levy. And today's reading, I'm going to be doing a pick a card crystal fusions reading. So I'm going to have 3 groups of cards with a crystal on each. And so what you can do is intuitively tune in and choose the crystal that you're drawn to. I'll tell you what they are in a moment. And then that group of cards and crystal will be the reading for you. So without any further ado, let's put the camera onto the table and have a look at the cards and do the reading. So I've shuffled and laid out the cards into 3 groups. We have 3 cards related to the Sunstone, 3 cards related to the red jasper, and 3 cards related to the hematite. So with this system of reading that I've developed, it isn't just about using the stones as markers for the group of cards that you're choosing for your reading. I will actually be incorporating and reading the interpretation of the crystal as well as part of the overall spread. This is a system that I've been working with quietly behind the scenes, and I've actually come up with a name for it. I'm calling it Crystal Fusions. So it's a crystal divination and energy balancing system. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is the divination part of it. So let's go on with the reading. So if you've chosen the Sunstone, this reading is for you. Let's see what we have. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles, and from the Lenormand deck, we've got the Key and the Fish. And we also have our Sunstone as part of the reading. So for you for this coming week, the next 7 days, it is about just being a little bit more careful with your finances, just being a little bit more aware of what your spending is looking like. It really is in your best interest not to do any impulse buying, buying on the spot without thinking about it. It is important for you to keep your feet on the ground in regard to your finances this week, and that will unlock the way forward to keeping abundance in your life and bringing more in. Now, with the Sunstone here in this reading, this is about confidence. It's about standing in your own inner strength. It's about your self-esteem. And so I feel for you that the Sunstone in relation to this reading is about understanding that by facing what's going on with your finances and controlling them and not just willy-nilly spending, you're going to feel more in control of you. You're going to find a little bit more comfort and joy in the coming week because you will feel in control, particularly if you think of Sunstone related to the solar plexus chakra. That's kind of our central sun within our own energy system. And so this Sunstone is saying to me that, by taking charge of your finances, you're not depriving yourself of anything. What you're doing is staying in control so that you can confidently move forward and draw the abundance in for you for this week. Now let's look at the red jasper. If you chose red jasper, and we'll have a look at the 3 cards there. So from the tarot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And from Lenormand, we have the Book, and we have the Snake. So when I look at this combination of the red jasper crystal with the 3 cards, the week is on and up for you. You're starting out with a very positive week, good fortune. You're also starting off the week with a lot of energy because red jasper, it's motivating, it's a fire energy, it's a doing energy, a lot of enthusiasm. But what you've got to be careful of this week, because we've got the snake here, not letting, again, we seem to have a theme of impulse this week, doing things on impulse. It really is so that you don't how can I put this? With the snake is about somebody around you who can be somewhat deceptive. So you really need to look at your own wisdom. You really need to look at what's going on, the knowledge and skills that you have around decisions that you're going to make in relation to this other person who, quite frankly, might try and get in the way. But the overall card is saying, good fortune. If you make your decisions wisely, you come from a base of knowledge, not just impulse. Whatever negativity with other people that is around you, it won't get in the way. And the Jasper is also related to the base chakra. So again, this is about physicality. So I feel that for you this week, it's like combining what you need to do with what you need to know in order to avoid a negative situation. Now let's move on to the third set with our Hematite Crystal. See what the 3 cards are for you there. So we've got the 10 of Wands in the Tarot, we've got the Man, and we've got the Scythe from Lenormand. So with this spread, I'm seeing that this is a week where you feel like you're just going to have to keep plodding on no matter what. You know, what's that old saying, when you get sick, just soldier on? That's kind of what it's looking like with this card. But when I could bring it in with the Lenormand cards, I feel that it is about cutting away, only doing what is important, what you need to do, not trying to do everything. My feeling intuitively is that, yes, this card generally represents a man, but it can also represent a masculine energy. So this is either about you or about someone around you who has a very projective, proactive energy, very strong energy. And it is about not taking on too much from those people, from that person as well. You know, with the hematite is a very dense, heavy crystal. It's also a crystal of attraction. You know, there's a lot of hematite that's magnetized. And what I see here with this hematite is it really is about you being practical as well. It is about planting your feet firmly on the ground and getting on with what you need to do, but not doing everything based around what someone else is driving you to do or what you're driving yourself to do. With this scythe here, it is important to cut away all the extraneous stuff so that this load is a little bit easier and more manageable for you this week. I do hope you've enjoyed my first Pick a Card Crystal Fusions reading. I will be doing more of these, so until next time, namaste.